Well, hello there. Welcome back to YouTube Wednesday. I'm Sue with Ava's Bridal Couture in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. And today in this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about bustling your veil. If you're wearing a cathedral veil that goes all the way to the floor, you're probably going to want to wear it for a little while at the reception until you're ready to take it off. If you'll watch this video all the way to the end, I'm going to share with you some tips that you can take with you on your wedding day. Several of you have commented in some of my videos asking for the very tips that we're going to cover today, which I think is pretty cool. You guys know how much I love your comments and I love responding and just getting to know what it is that you're drawn to in all of the videos. So we're going to actually cover this inspiration veil here, and I've got it on a mannequin with a train that is a little shorter than the veil. That way you can see exactly what's going on. First, let's get right to it on how to bustle the veil. So when your seamstress is fitting you in your dress, she's going to be looking somewhere around here. And then based on the height and where the train is and where you want in the consultation, she'll pull and bring it up to the comb of the veil. So right about here is where we'll actually sew in either a clear button with bustle looping or something to make sure that the needle and thread doesn't just pull right through your veil tool. I'm going to cover some DIY tips at the end of this video in case you want to attempt this on your own, but having a veil bustled is such a small cost when you're already having your alterations done by a professional seamstress. Whether you purchased your dress online or at another bridal salon or here at Ava's, you are welcome to use our in-house alterations. And it saves you so much time because you're already doing the fitting and the consultation, you're already doing your alterations, and for your seamstress to just add one more small item onto your ticket, it's not a lot of cost. Then you can walk around and make decisions on your dress and your veil at the same time and not have multiple fittings and things that you have to worry about doing later on in the process. Now it's time to hear from you. So comment below and tell me, what are you envisioning for your accessories? Are you thinking more like a flower crown for the boho vibe, a cathedral veil blowing in the wind for pictures, more of a short veil, maybe a bird cage or something kind of vintage? Let me know in the comments below. If you are a new bride and you just got engaged and have not started shopping for your dress, or maybe you have started shopping but just have not found the one, I want to meet you. There are two ways we can work together. One would be in-store, in person in our beautiful salon. Two would be remote. I can work with you digitally from your home and help you with alterations, your dress, and even through our website. And if you have any questions along the way, I'm here to help. This next tip is what you would call the bonus feature, and it's the most underused tip with cathedral veils, and it has to do with adding clear snaps to the train so that your veil and train can all be fluffed at one time without having to mess with two different layers. It is such a great hack. All you do is go around the hem and add clear snaps. Your seamstress will do this flawlessly for you, and then you can just have everything all in one for your maid of honor to be like, bam, there's the train and veil all in one. As promised, now we're going to cover those do-it-yourself tips on how you can bustle your own veil. So you're going to try it on and find the center back seam of the veil. And at some point around this area, you're going to just want to grab it, pull it up to the comb, and use a mirror to figure out, how do you want the hem to lay? Do you want it to be a little longer, a little bit shorter? And then once you've determined the length right about here, you're going to safety pin it to the comb of your veil. I'm going to assume you're not a sewer, but if you are a sewer, you can put a loop and a clear button in there so you can just attach it to the hook of the comb. Do you have time to look at a few veils with me? I want to teach you a few things about different edge styles and different veil styles. That way we can cover a little bit more in this video. So this particular one has a beaded edge. You might notice it has a slight scallop to it, but it also has lacy embroidery behind it as well, which really makes it stand out. It's all about the details. And one thing you'll notice in the crystal, the embroidered lace, and the pearl mixture is that it's very similar to a lot of the designers that we carry in our price point, like Maggie Sottero, Allure Bridals, Essence of Australia, Maury Lee. All of those brands tend to use this style of beading. Next, never underestimate the value of a clean, cut edge veil with nothing on it. Especially if your dress is really detailed, a veil like this can complement it so well because it doesn't compete and it just looks really fresh, and you might actually prefer this over other trims. This is called pencil edging, and it is the clean edge that gives a finished look but also doesn't have that heavy lace up by your face. That's actually my favorite, unless you're going with more of a Spanish mantilla style veil, which in that case I would have a different answer. But notice how it's really clean and very fresh up by the face and eyes and teeth, but then you get all that beautiful detail that starts about the fingertip length. This next one has an angel cut to the front. See how it looks like it's got a blusher, but it doesn't? I call that the faux blusher. And it's really nice because it gives you the look and feel of wearing a blusher, but with keeping the veil sheer and only having one layer. And that way you don't have that big poof at the crown of your head if that's not your thing. And this one again is very clean, cut edge at the top, but then it gives all of the detail at the bottom. This next veil is called the horsehair trim veil. You might be thinking, say what? Yes, you heard that right. It is the horsehair trim. And it's very soft and it is a synthetic material, but back in the day, they actually used real horsehair to create this structured edge. It's really pretty on. You just need to try this on because I like the way that it's used on hemlines on wedding dresses, but then they're tying it together with the veils. It's a really pretty look. It looks very fresh. I like the way that the edging kind of flows. See how it kind of poofs out a little bit? It's not really poofy. So if you're into more of a like clean look, you want to try this on, especially if your dress has any of this trim on the hem. I'm going to link all of the products that I mentioned in this video in the description box. That way you can head over to our website and shop with me from home. And if you have any questions along the way, I'm here to help. I'm also going to link the video that I did last week talking about how to wear a veil. And I'm covering 3 different positions and some other pro tips that you might want to consider watching as well. When you're checking out the pricing of the veils that we carry on our website and going to other local bridal salons, well, a lot of us carry designer veils versus the ones that you see on Etsy and Amazon. You're also going to notice that the finishing and the quality and the type of materials that are used with the designers are so different than some of the ones that you see online. Now, there's nothing wrong with buying a dress or a veil on Amazon or Etsy, but you're going to notice a huge difference in quality and what you're paying for when you decide to go the designer route. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the comments. I'll link some things for you in the description box. Have a great week. I'll see you next Wednesday.